Welcome to My Life on a GLP-1, where we talk about all the weird and wonderful true lived experiences of being on these amazing weight loss medications. I'm your host, Scott Johnson. As always, I am thrilled to be joined by my co-host, Sarah.
It's great to be here, although I am a little bummed out today.
Bummed out? Why? We have no time for feeling down.
I know, right? Actually, it's rather funny. We got a review, specifically a complaint about my voice, which is funny since I lived in 3 countries: New Zealand, England, and the US. So I guess they don't like my wonky accent. Whatever.
Well, Sarah, welcome to being on the internet. We talk all the time about how we receive weird comments from other people as we progress along this journey. It's disappointing when fellow GLP-1 folks judge us. Remember, we are the strong ones on this journey and willing to share our story.
So true. You always say to keep your sense of humor front and center along this journey. We're just going to laugh about it. So, what fabulous topic do you have for us today?
Today, we're diving into something I genuinely never expected when I started this medication: the emotional journey. Specifically, how my relationship with my own doctor has been completely transformed.
That's a fascinating topic. It's a side of the story we don't often hear. We focus so much on the scale, the food, the physical changes, but that dynamic with your healthcare provider is so crucial.
It's massive. Before, the doctor's office was a place I associated with judgment. It felt like every visit was just a confirmation of my failings. I would walk in with my shoulders slumped, already on the defensive. Now, it's completely the opposite. It has become a place of genuine partnership, support, and even celebration. The change is night and day.
So let's start there. Take us back to the before times. What was a doctor's visit like for you?
Oh man. For more than a decade, my annual physical was the appointment I dreaded most on my calendar. It felt exactly like getting a bad report card year after year.
The "How have you failed this year" review. I think a lot of people can relate to that feeling.
Completely. I'd be sitting there on the exam table, listening to the sound of that crinkly paper every time I shifted my weight, feeling so exposed in that thin little gown.
Ugh, the crinkly paper. The universal symbol of medical anxiety.
It really is. And I'd just be staring at the jar of cotton balls on the counter, mentally preparing myself for the inevitable lecture. The same old, you need to eat less, move more talk that I'd already given myself a million times. It didn't feel like healthcare. It felt like failure management.
And I imagine the doctor felt that frustration too. They want to help, but for so long, the tools to treat obesity just weren't very effective. It creates this cycle of disappointment for both patient and doctor.
That phrase, failure management, is so sadly perfect. It's this cycle where the advice is always the same, the results are minimal, and the sense of shame just gets deeper with every visit. It's a heavy burden to carry alone.
That's exactly it. It was like we were partners in disappointment. So, when did that start to change? What was the turning point?
The shift was subtle at first. I went in for a checkup a few months after starting the GLP-1, and my doctor, he smiled, a real, genuine smile. He looked at my chart, then at me, and started pointing out the progress. Not just the weight, but how my numbers were trending. It was a real conversation.
So the tone changed from critique to collaboration.
Exactly. But the real moment, the one that I'll never, ever forget, happened just a few weeks ago. He finished the exam, put down his tablet, and looked me right in the eye. And he just said, "Scott, I am really proud of you."
Wow, that is so powerful. That's more than just medical advice, that's real human connection.
It hit me like a ton of bricks. I honestly almost started crying right there on the crinkly paper. After years of feeling like I was letting him down, to hear that kind of validation, it reframed everything. I wasn't a failure. I was just someone fighting a difficult disease that finally had an effective treatment.
I bet the whole focus of your appointments changed after that. It probably became less about the number on the scale.
Completely. We started celebrating real health wins, the things that actually matter. We'd look at my lab work together, and instead of dread, I felt excitement.
Those are the non-scale victories. What were some of the big ones for you?
My blood pressure is now perfect. The inflammation markers in my blood have plummeted. My overall cardiovascular risk profile has improved so dramatically. We weren't managing failure anymore, Sarah. We were tracking success.
That's the real goal, isn't it? The weight loss is the vehicle, but improved health is the destination.
Precisely. And maybe the biggest milestone of all. We started reducing my other medications. I was on 3 other prescriptions for issues directly related to my weight. Over the past year, we've successfully eliminated all 3. That feels like true healing.
That's incredible. And it makes you think about the doctor's perspective in all this. For years, they've been fighting this battle with one hand tied behind their back.
That's the other big realization I had. All those years, he wasn't frustrated with me, the patient. He was frustrated with the disease itself. He knew what needed to happen, but he just didn't have the right tools in his toolbox to help me succeed.
And now with these new medications, it's a whole new playbook. They can finally offer something that creates tangible, consistent results. They actually get to watch their patients get better.
It has to be so incredibly rewarding for them. We're on the same team, and now our team is finally winning. He's not just a doctor I see once a year anymore. He's a genuine partner and a key part of my support system.
What a powerful story. It just goes to show that this journey is so much more than losing weight. It can fundamentally change your relationship with your own health and the very people who help you manage it.
It truly has. This path didn't just help me get healthier physically. It rebuilt my trust and my relationship with the entire healthcare system. It turned a source of profound anxiety into a source of strength.
An amazing note to end on. Scott, thanks so much for sharing that. I love these experiences. They may seem like a small win, but they mean so much. So to our listeners, let me say thank you for always supporting us, and I hope you will leave us a 5-star review. And don't forget to check out Scott's new book, entitled Still on a GLP-1. Tell us, what final thoughts do you have today on this happy topic?
Thanks, Sarah. I walk into medical appointments differently now, not because everything is perfect. Maintenance still has hard days, the scale still has opinions, life still gets complicated in ways that do not care about your health goals. But I no longer feel like I am walking into an evaluation where I already know the grade. I feel like I'm meeting with someone who is on my side, a partner, someone who has watched this process unfold and who wants the next chapter to go well as much as I do. I never expected to feel that way in a doctor's office. I never imagined my biggest cheerleader to be my own doctor. But every day, there is something new we each discover on this journey. And that's what makes this whole thing so amazing. So, on behalf of Sarah, stay positive and celebrate the people who have become your personal cheerleaders. They mean more than you can imagine. And always remember to love your journey.